Hello, welcome to Gemstone Tarot, and may the 4th be with you. Yes, I love it. That's weird. Does it always fall? Does Monday, May the 4th? Yeah, May the 4th happens every year, doesn't it? But it's not a Monday every year. Maths face. Oh my God, too much. Right, we are on to drunkenness. Hurrah! In the Language Lovers Lexipedia. Okay. There it is. According to lexicographer Susie Dent, who isn't the person who wrote this book, there are 3,000 synonyms for drunk. Obviously means a lot to us. It's a fantastically large number, but sounds about right. As one of humanity's oldest pastimes, drinking has been as much a source of inspiration as love, which is why it's second only to crime and criminals. Oh God, what does that say about us? In Green's Dictionary of Slang. Drunkenness already featured prominently in Old English. Drunken, offer drunken, drunken goen, which is drink eager. Drunken low, drink weakened, and hefedsfema, I'm probably saying these really badly wrong, head swimming, hefedsfema. Middle English provided yet more, including the evocative cup-shotten, I am truly cup-shotten, and the collective noun for a gathering of heavy drinkers, a drunk ship, also pot parliament. By the 15th century, the lexicon was well stocked, with some words indicating a preferred tipple like wine bibber, malt worm, I love that, while others were merry drunk, to the guzzling swill bowl. There was even a word, just one, of course, for people who abstained, water drinker. It was unclear whether it was a compliment. English is uniquely well equipped for humour and wordplay, which is why it makes fertile ground for drinking slang. Even in the 18th century it was apparent, and in 1737 Benjamin Franklin's The Drinker's Dictionary documented 228 phases to describe drunkenness, many of which originated in British drinking holes. To be TBC on the morrow. Right, Anna K's coming out. Here we go. What do we need to know for the week ahead? May the 4th be with us. And happy bank holiday to anybody who has a bank holiday. I think you have a bank holiday in other places in the world, not the UK. Geography face. To be honest, at the moment, all of the faces. What do we need to know for May the 4th be with us? For the first week in May. You two. You 3 or 4 actually. Right. Itchy nose already. Fantastic. I'm glad you're in the reverse. Ooh. Yeah, okay. What's been calling you since that full moon in Scorpio? I don't know about you, but oh my lord, it was a lot. So, itchy ear, we've got the Page of Cups in reverse. This lovely young chap washing his dishes in the waterfall. I mean, what a way to wash out your wine cup, isn't it? Don't worry, darling, I've got it. Shh, under the waterfall. Maybe something didn't come towards you in the way you wanted it to. You know, it's got a bit of emotional disappointment when you get the Page of Cups in reverse. And it feels like there was something that would have been ideal. Maybe it was a person, maybe it was a job, maybe it was an idea, maybe it was a holiday, whatever. And you were thinking, yeah, this will be perfect like this, or I can't wait until that, or it's really good, blah. And then it's like, oh, it's not going to be like that. So I think you get what you want, but not how you thought it would look. Okay? We also, well, let's look at the next card, which is the Six of Cups. And the Six of Cups, as you can see, wistfully looking out of the window, sniffing. It's got a bit of a Romeo and Juliet vibe, hasn't it? But the Six of Cups is a much wider meaning than just, it can be that you miss your ex, or you miss your old life, or, you know, you long to go back. It's got a hometown vibe. But it also has a wider psychological meaning, the Six of Cups, of I wanted it to look this way. It's a wistful, nostalgic, the way you built it up. You know, it's a hop, skip and a jump to the Seven of Cups, where you start sniffing mixed crockery in shop windows in some of the cards, or going on the fairground grabber. You know, it's kind of slightly leading you a little bit askance, okay, or astray. Then we come firmly back down to earth with Farmer Palmer here, who's got the Seven of Pentacles. What actually did you sow? What seeds did you sow? What crop were you actually planting? Not what crop. It's like planting potatoes and hoping for strawberries. You're going to get potatoes because that's what you planted. So there's a bit of a dose of perhaps unwanted reality here, but useful reality. So it's also about, when you get that card, observing what's happening, observing behaviour rather than words, observing what's growing, what's not growing, and why maybe something that you didn't really think about is growing, but something that you really wanted was not a non-starter, a bit like a blind bulb. Five of Cups in the reverse. I'm glad that this is in the reverse, because when it's in the reverse, I'm just going to switch this up a minute. Swing. When it's in the reverse, you're not in that kind of resistant disappointment. Resistant disappointment, which is fine to be in for a short period of time, and we all do it. It's a very... you know, it's kind of our 6 or 8 year old self. So I wanted it this way. I wanted it this way. And that's great. It's normal. We go through that phase. So it looks like you go through the, I wanted it this way. Life's not fair. And of course, the adult us comes to terms with the fact that life's not fair, but sometimes it's wiser than we are. Okay. You do also have the Nine of Cups in reverse. And this is the emotional wish card, what your heart desired, the way you pictured it, the room full of whatever the room was full of, the celebration, the whole yesness of it all. It's not like what you think. You may have backed the wrong horse. It may be just the wrong scenario, or you get the right thing, but it's packaged differently. Okay. And then two very strong majors. This one, the Death card. Now, think about the full moon in Scorpio that we just had. What a humdinger that was. And also I want to ask the astrologers among us, Pluto is going retrograde in about 3 or 4 days time. I want you to let me know in the comments. I know because I do very intuitively with astrology. For me, Pluto rules Scorpio obviously, but also Pluto is about sex and death and what's in the cave, what's under the ground. You know, it's a real, and for me, that retrograde is a real granite. Here is the truth. Here's what the ugly truth looks like. But actually, the ugly truth is quite a beautiful thing. But let me know your thoughts about Pluto retrograde. And then we have this lady, the Empress. Feminine energy, growth all over the place. The Empress is often depicted sitting on a throne, and there's like, well, we got an owl, haven't we? Just got, you can see a little owl up there in the background. There's usually some squirrels. I think we agreed last time there was something up her skirt, wasn't there, like a raccoon? I love Anna Kay. I think she has like a really dry sense of humour, hiding under the skirt. But the most important thing is she's very powerful. She doesn't move. She doesn't try to change the outcome. She's seeing what is coming to her, and she assimilates and absorbs it and turns it into feminine energy. And I think your ability to do that will see you a long way. Okay? We got there. Leave me a comment and I will see you tomorrow. Namaste.